Hello, everybody. Welcome to the League Bleed Orange Fantasy Recap Show. It's week 8, and let me tell you what, we're halfway through a great season. All right, the show today is just phenomenal. It's our Halloween edition, actually, and that's supposed to be a wolf, but you know. Coming up as our co-host, let me tell you what, we got. He's hosted this show just as many times as he's won in our league, and that's Jay Lang. Come on in here.
How we doing, everybody?
Hey.
Boom.
How you doing, Jay?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Tell you
Not
what.
so much fantasy-wise, but
No, but life is good.
life is.
Life
yes.
is good. Yeah, your fantasy not so much.
Mm-mm.
Life great. You know what I mean? Well, how was your matchup last week?
Matchup last week, not so good.
No?
It wasn't favorable for me,
No, not at all. Actually, you were on the losing end, right?
as usual. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean that that it's kind of becoming a trend. You know what I mean?
Not one that I'm liking.
No. But I have noticed you're looking a little different.
I feel a little different,
Yeah.
but I do think that it's this.
There it
Right
is.
here.
We got the League Bleed Orange Week 8 standings behind us now.
What's up with that?
How about that? I mean, it costs a lot of money, all right, because the commissioner's office spares no expense, okay? But we wanted to make sure everybody knew where they stood in the league. And I'll tell you what, I think this is helping.
Some of us not so much want to know where we
No.
stand.
Team Juggernaut's right here, folks, and that's last in the league. Actually, wait. Team Lee here is last in league. You're second to last.
Yes.
So, I mean, you got that going for you, which is nice.
I don't know if that's going for me, but yes.
Yeah. Well, you and Lee hanging out at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Right
So,
on.
what other matchups did we have last week?
Last week, let's see, we had the matchup of the week. That was your
Who was that?
matchup.
My
You and,
matchup. That's correct. I almost forgot that my matchup was a matchup.
You,
of the
Team Horniak and Team I'm kind of a big deal.
week. Ooh, not that big a deal though.
Not that week.
No, not so much. 83-72 ended up the grand total of points there, and didn't even have to worry about Monday night. Shouldn't
That's
have anybody
nice.
playing. I was already winning by then.
Go
You know
sleep
what I mean?
by 10 o'clock.
Go to sleep early, and it was a good night for me. It was a good night because I'm tired of worrying about winning about fantasy. Last year, let me tell you what, I don't think I worried one game last year. Just dominated the league, won a trophy, and it was it. This year, sweating balls.
Well, that's good for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
A little hair on your chest.
I don't know if the heart can take it. I don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, then we had Team Lee versus the Queensbridge Cobra Kai. Tell you what, not good.
Mm-mm.
Not good.
That was lopsided.
Lopsided.
It was a hard game to watch.
I'll tell you what. Team Lee made a ridiculous trade with Sammy Beals, Twin Peaks Steeplejacks. Traded Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Got Dwayne Bowe and Mike Sims Walker. And let me tell you what,
It's a 2-for-1er.
a 2-for-1. This seems like a good idea. Who do you think's the wide receiver that Lee got?
The linchpin in that would have had to been Bo.
I would think Bo.
Coming off big week.
I would think Bo. Big week, and it's almost like Lee sensed a big week coming out of Bo. And then left him on the bench.
Ooh.
Didn't play him. Ouch. That 20 points, non-existent. Basically, didn't even happen.
That made it closer.
Could have made it closer. And I'll tell you what, points matter. But, yeah, in any event, Queensbridge Cobra Kai dominated Team Lee. Like usual, it's becoming a trend for Team Lee. But yeah, I mean, Queensbridge Cobra Kai starting moving up in the world. Tell you what,
Solid.
Started bad, he's on a roll now. So we should look out for him. That's for sure. Next up, we had Team Pipes versus the Del Holmes Testicles.
It looked like a promising matchup on paper.
It did. Ended up not being a promising matchup on any format. Yeah. But tell you what, Team Pipes had the fantasy play of the week.
Woo!
Oh, that's right, folks.
Is that something new?
We got a new feature. Team Pipes had the fantasy play of the week, and that was Roddy White. Now, obviously, Team Pipes isn't ever going to bench him, so he just happened to gain the play of the week. But Roddy White dominated.
Right on.
I'll tell you what, he was talking trash to the Cincinnati Bengals, said he couldn't even remember Cincinnati Bengals cornerbacks' names, actually. But he backed it up.
That'll get under their skin a little bit.
It sure did. 200 yards and 2 TDs for Roddy White. The fantasy play of the week. And then we finally had Team Carry the One, the leader in the AFC, as you can see. Yeah, versus the Golden Showers of Jeremy Hamill. And tell you what,
This was a fairly competitive game, though.
it was a good game. It was a good game. Okay, but high score of the week goes to Mike Garlow.
That's nice.
$5. Count them.
In his pocket.
Boom. He's spending them bitches. Actually, he's not because he's got to wait on that $5 till the end of the year. You know what I
The
mean?
banquet.
The banquet that we have. You know, we got filet mignon and we hand out money. So that's what we do here in League Bleed Orange. And yeah, Mike Garlow dominated, 122 points. So overall, a pretty good week in the league, don't you think?
Solid.
Yeah, a solid week. That leads us to next week, and you know what that means. Boom! Here he comes, folks.
Whoa!
Hey, he's even dressed up for Halloween.
Come on,
How about
guy.
that? How about that? Next week's matchup, Gnome. I mean, he's the man. He's the
Wearing
man.
costumes.
Costumes. Good one. Good one. Next week's matchup, Gnome. Anyway,
Stick to the matchups.
yeah,
man.
let's stick to the matchups anyway. So last week he was okay. 3-2. The past 2 weeks he's been 3-2 actually. So
He's shining up his pumpkin for this week.
Exactly.
Trying to get some picks.
exactly, he's brewing that cauldron up. You know what I mean? That witch's cauldron. And here's his weekly record: 13-6-1.
It's not too bad. I'll make you money in Vegas.
Not too bad. That you will be making money in Vegas with that. So yeah, I mean, next week's matchups we got the Queensbridge Cobra Kai versus the Commissioners team, Team Horniak, the 2009 league champs.
Battle of 4 2-1s here.
4 2-1s. I'll tell you what.
That's a crazy combo to have.
And you know what's weird is me and Queensbridge Cobra Kai. If I win, he wins. If he loses, I lose. If we play each other, we tie. So, I mean, I wonder what the Gnome's picking. I mean, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Gnome picked a tie.
Is he gonna push?
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Let's
That
see
would
what
be
you
ridiculous.
got, Gnome.
Let's see what he's got. Oh, how about that? Okay,
Crazy.
this could be big. This could be big for the Gnome's record and for the Commissioner's record because yeah, he's got me winning. I mean, the line on the game is like 30 points, so obviously the lines don't mean shit. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So
Right.
next up, we got the old softball bowl.
Softball bowl. What's
That's
that?
right. That's right. It's Del Holmes Testicles versus the Golden Showers. The Golden Showers. So Jeremy Hamill versus Kyle Monda. What are their records? We got 3-4 versus 2-5. Jeremy Hamill could be the worst team in the league, except you're
Yeah.
like the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, his team's okay. He's got 6 running backs. You know what's weird about that? You can only play 3.
Yeah.
How about that? So yeah, he's got useless players on his bench, and who he doesn't want to trade ever. And yeah, so we got Del Holmes Testicles, who's got he's got all of Arizona's running backs and all of the Miami Dolphins running backs.
You gotta be
So,
safe.
Yeah, I mean he's making it happen.
One of those guys is gonna play.
At least one. Let's hope he picks the right one. I wonder if the Gnome thinks he's gonna pick the right one. Oh,
what?
How about that?
No.
Gnome says, "You choose wrong, Kyle Manda." So we'll see how that goes. I mean, hey, if the Golden Showers gets a win, that would be a plus.
That's
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Next up, we got the Twin Peaks Steeplejacks versus David Lee's Team Lee, which is a very clever mascot, by the way. We call this the Buddy Bowl because they made a trade last week.
Yes, they did.
They are friends. All right.
They are now friends.
they're tight.
No one can get David Lee to talk
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah, they're real tight, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I wonder who the Gnome is. Who's
Who's he got?
Who's
Show us, Gnome.
Who's the Gnome gonna pick? Oh, Steeplejacks.
Steeplejacks.
Not a shocker here, folks.
No.
Actually, right now, Romo's starting for Lee, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't think Romo's gonna do very well this week.
No.
I don't
But
know.
I guarantee you, he's starting come Sunday on Team Lee.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. He might be. That's for sure. Next up, we got I'm Kind of a Big Deal, led by Susie Lopez. And Team Pipes, okay? Team Pipes defending the borders in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Keeping you free of them Mexican immigrants
Yes.
coming in. And yeah, we'll see if he's able to perform while he's protecting the nation. The Gnome, what does the Gnome think?
What do you got for us?
Oh,
Oh.
the gnome loves heroes, folks. And I'll tell you what, Border Patrol agents, heroes in the gnome's eyes.
Right
So,
on.
yeah, that's a bummer for Susie Lopez. I mean, she started off well. I mean, if the gnome picks right, she's gonna be going downhill quick. You know what that brings us to?
What's that?
The matchup of the week,
Ho-ho!
folks. That is right.
Here we go.
You know, something's been missing, and it's been your matchup.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, who are you playing this week?
I've been waiting for the matchup of the week.
Oh man,
I'm playing Team
Mike
Carry the One.
Garlow. That's right.
My arch nemesis.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
He's the one that failed you in college algebra. Is that
He
correct?
gave me multiple
Oh
Fs.
man.
Tests, quizzes,
Oh.
and homeworks. How do you fail? Like,
How do you
I handed
fail
him
homeworks? Yeah, he should just be like, "Oop, you turned it in."
Answers are in the back of the book.
Oh man.
Come on, Mike Garlow.
Yeah, Mike Garlow.
You're
Come
giving me
on.
Fs?
Horrible professor. Horrible professor. Hey, if any of you going to the University of Akron are checking this show out, you can tell Mike Garlow that we think he's a horrible professor. But let's focus in.
All right,
Let's
back.
focus in. All right.
We
It's gonna be
digress.
okay.
Let's get back on
It's gonna
this.
be okay. It's gonna be okay. So your matchup this week.
Right
It's
on.
the College Algebra Bowl to the second power,
Right
per se.
on.
You know what I mean?
Squared.
Yeah, squared. So yeah, I wonder who the matchup gnome is picking this week. It's gonna be a tough.
It's gonna be an upset.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna
I
be
have
tough.
every player hurt on my roster.
Oh,
carry the one.
gnome loves math. All right.
He liked this in a landslide.
Yeah,
told me.
the gnome did the math and he decided that carry the one's gonna win.
Yes.
So yeah, hey gnome, I'd like to thank you for coming out. Great costume, by the way. So that's next week's matchups. You know what I mean?
It's nice.
Yeah. Basically, as you can see, the standings. I mean, anyone's game. Anyone's game.
NFC is tight up top,
NFC's real tight. They got 3 teams tied.
right?
Okay, the only thing separating them is points. So, and then in the AFC, we got Team Carry the One leading. But I'll
Running
tell you
away
what.
with it.
If running away is
Run
a
away.
half a game, then yeah. Because if I win and he loses, I'm in first place. Is that running away? Not so much. Well, you know,
I did the
sometimes
math
the
and it was
co-host
wrong.
doesn't do math correct.
My math was wrong.
Garlow was right, obviously. But yeah, so next week, hopefully we get some definition in the divisions. You know what I mean? Because everything's real tight right now. It's really anyone's game.
Love and parody.
I mean, even Team Lee and yourself could come back and win.
Right.
So we'll see. Anything going on in the NFL this week?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Other than Tony Romo's broken clavicle. Sorry, Lee. No, you didn't need him anyway, I guess. But yeah, I mean, other than that, not too much going on in the NFL. So I guess we'll wrap it up. So I'd like to thank you for coming out.
Not a problem.
Oh man, second time co-host, everybody. Yeah, you can send all your letters of recognition to the commissioner's office at 55 Gale Drive. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the show, and we will see you next week.
See ya.